shorties. How you going? It's Friday. Oh my God, I'm so confused what day it is. Hello. Welcome, shorties. Camp Shorty weekend has begun. Hey, Taryn. Tato, yes. Hey, Ernie. Adam. Yes, Taryn is a regular now. Taryn's a regular from Adelson stuff. So here she is doing Adelson stuff. Hi, Darlene. Hi, Buster. Standard. Buster, hello. This crazy mom's life. Mum's life. Does that mean you're an Aussie? Mum's life. Helen is in the house. Amazing. Prince Lover. Shorties. Welcome. Darlene. I think I said hi, Darlene. Did I? Yes. Hi, Darlene. Cool. Fantastic Friday. Yes. Hey, Bussy. What's doing? And Poppy? Oh, yikes. All right. Oh, UK. Of course. UK. Welcome. Cool. So you know how to spell things properly too then. Okay. We are going to continue with our Friday night in lieu of Donna Adelson's trial, reviewing of testimony from sorry, I'm just trying to get my shit sorted. It's a lifelong problem. Oh, coded friend. Hey, how you going? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, bless you, Poppy. Double bless you. Dog sneezes. It's all happening. Yes. Okay. I love you. Don't lick me, please. So we did. Oh my goodness, the dogs are going crazy today. Last Friday we reviewed Jeffrey Lacasse testimony. The week before it was Wendi Bot times 2, I think. Hey Steph, how you going? And then tonight, this evening, we are going to review Luis Rivera, aka Tato, and his best friend Tuto. But no, we're just going to do Luis Rivera. Buster, please. I love you. Where's your antlers? Go and get a bone. So Luis Rivera was, I don't think he's anymore. Buster, please. I can't concentrate when you're doing that to me. I love you very much. We'll just have a moment for the dogs. Are you a beautiful boy? Poppy, are you crazy? Yay. Okay, thanks guys. Love you. Bye. So Latin King, head of the Blair Witch of it all. I can't today. It's just one of those days. Was the head of the Miami Latin Kings. This murder of Professor Markel was not anything to do with the Latin Kings. It just so happened that so Katie Magbanua, who was Charlie Adelson's sometimes girlfriend, something on my hand which isn't anything to do with what I would have on my hands because you're a dog. Who put something goopy on me? That's disgusting, you guys. It's disgusting. I can't. Don't be disgusting. Go away. I love you. Go away. Sorry, they will calm down, she said with no confidence whatsoever. So Charlie Adelson's sometimes girlfriend, Katie Magbanua, it's questionable as to whether it was actually anything genuine or he just saw in her a baddie who knew badder people, which she did, her baby daddy. At the same time, Helen, right now, like I love them, but yikes, guys. Bobby, it's too much. You make me feel overwhelmed. I feel cruel. So I will get to the point in a minute. I do feel cruel being so like, Poppy, stop, calm down, be less, Poppy. Because that's how I kind of feel in my life, is that me being me is sometimes seen as too much. I don't pant. Often. Anyway. Yeah, right. It does. It's like I love you, but so Katie's baby daddy, Sigfredo Garcia, was not a Latin King, but best friends from childhood with Luis Rivera. So Luis Rivera was in prison for RICO charges, completely unrelated, when the feds Oh no, when God, I'm gonna get some of these. Just pretend I know all the exact details and we'll just run with it, okay? I do, but it's been a while. Oh. You're so pretty though. She smiles all the time. What a gorgeous girl. Are you smiling all the time? You're so pretty. Don't lick me. I love you. Don't lick me. One day, when she's about 19, she'll be calm. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Sweet pup, yes. Oh, Helen. Poppy's getting close to hers too. It's fantastic. Oh, Poppy. The Crips and the Bloods. And dogs on heat. Yay, homemade pizza, spooky candles lit. And Miss Shorty, Camp Shorty, yeah, and Poppy. Now Buster's got Poppy's toy. It's a fucking madhouse. God. Oh my God, how much? We're 7 minutes in and I haven't got to the point. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, Poppy, I love you. Bye. Anyway, Katie, stop licking me. She's so cute. She's a smiling face. Are you a pretty girl? They hired him. They hired. But Katie Magbanua. Okay. Katie Magbanua. Oh my God, guys. Katie. Fuck, what's going on today? It's not even a full moon. They hired. Charlie told Katie, tell whatever he said. We'll probably never know exactly, but Charlie told Katie, we need someone to. Do you know someone that will be able to rough someone up? And it was Professor Markel, Dan Markel. But it wasn't rough up. It was get rid of him. It was a hit. Luis Rivera, by all accounts, whose testimony we'll be reviewing today, is going to be, interestingly, despite his criminal record and his affiliation, well, his leadership of the Latin Kings, Miami Latin Kings, other than like Jeffrey Lacasse, the GOAT, who we reviewed last week, does come across as like, other than the law enforcement people and the medical people, he comes off as the most credible witness in the whole thing. He is a man of few words. He's in shackles, and he's very likable. So, first things first, did I have my earbuds ready to go? Hang on, let me just make sure my volume's down and my silent thing's on for my phone. You guys just talk amongst yourselves. I love your faces. Okay, this is the whole process. You know what I have to do every time I'm doing my earbuds? Don't get them out yet, or you'll mute yourself. I have to, there's probably an easy way, but I haven't worked it out. So I have to turn the Bluetooth off. Yes. Oh, turn Bluetooth on. I have to go on. Turn it off on my phone. It's a whole fucking thing. I swear to God. I'm such a professional. Turn off that. Turn Bluetooth on. And then go these out here like this. Put them in my ears and pray. Drop one. Excellent. Fantastic. Don't busted anything about it. I will literally. So far, no good. Oh, yuck. Just like I said, talk amongst yourselves. I'm about to mute myself for a second. No, it didn't. Good. Fantastic. Turn Bluetooth on. Bluetooth on. Turn Bluetooth off. Off. Oh my God, I can't even talk. This is going to be fantastic. Get rid of that. Remove. All right. Now we're good. Let's go. Connect. Boom. Such a professional. How did that mute? Why did that mute? First mute. Tick. Bingo. Jess, you flushed one of your earbuds today? Yeah, yes, Taryn. Taryn, it's a whole thing. Yes. Thank you, yes. I don't know why. Got my earbuds out, put them on. Let's just make sure it's working. I'll just play something for a second. No, I won't play it yet. Let's just share the screen, huh? Let's just share the screen. Ah! Here we go. Yes, thank you. Yes. Yay! I get it. You just need to roll with it. I'll always work out that I'm muted. Usually by the time I've worked it out, you guys are starting to type and tell me. Turd Ferguson in the house. A turd. Boom. So anyway, just bear with me. It's part of my charm. I guess it's this first one that I looked up. We'll see. Yeah. So also, I'm sweating, so that's cute. I have a sweat mustache. Also, full screen that shit. So Luis Rivera. Oh, I've spelled his name wrong. Oosh, yikes! Latin King's gonna come for me. It's Luis. Oopsies, I've got an O in it. I'll fix that after. My bad. So he was obviously taken out of prison, federal prison, for the day. I do have this, Prince Lover. I stream enough to really have it. Sadly, I don't really have it, but I've got it just. It's just my ADHD and my autistic weirdo-ness, and I'm here for it. What can I do about it? It's just me. All right, let's go. Let's see if I can hear this in my ears, because that could be fun if I've got to do the whole Bluetooth thing again. But let's.
You may be seated.
Why? Don't fuck with me. We may be seated. Let's put on 2. 1.25.
Court is back in session.
Everyone can be seated.
Bring the jury.
You may be seated. Mr. Rashbaum, you can go ahead with the proffer of the witness. Mr. Rivera, let me swear.
Do we hate his face too?
Please raise your right hand, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth? Thank you. You may take your seat.
Hi, sorry. Let me tweet this out.
Mr. Rivera.
All right.
In 2014, 2015,
Wait.
member of the Latin Kings, is that right?
Oh, this is a proffer.
And that's a violent gang?
No, we're family.
It's a gang, right?
Yes, again.
I'm pretty sure that this is a proffer. I did skip all the way through this. Proffer, yes, down the bottom, proffer. So this isn't the testimony yet.
It's a family, though.
In fact, you were head of the North Miami branch of Latin Kings, right?
Yes, sir.
That's the questions I have, Your Honor.
Oh, big questions, Rashi.
Thank you. Ms. Kaplan, do you have anything to raise concerning this in light of what has been proffered as the theory of defense?
No, Your Honor, I'm still objecting to relevance.
As this specifically goes to the defendant's theory of defense, I will permit the line of questioning that has been raised. However, Mr. Rashbaum, you are being cautioned as to going into any matters that are collateral to your theory.
Yikes, I'm going to have to even change the thumbnail. I misspelled his name. So disrespectful of me. Apologies, chat. I'm all about spelling things properly. I'll fix it.
Itself. Do you understand what the line is?
Understand, Your Honor.
Let's bring in the jurors.
You're too easy. Just me sighing when the court's muted, sighing through my nose. Hang on. I mean, if nothing else, at least today, hopefully, Touchwood hasn't like gone off live streaming and gone to private momentarily. That was fun yesterday.
Entering the courtroom.
It wasn't fun. I didn't see that.
Everyone except for Mr. Rivera may be seated. Mr. Rivera, I'm going to
You're
swear
not a
you now in
mod,
front of
but
the jury.
you can't.
Please raise your right hand, sir. Do
Tell
you
us what
swear
your
or
channel is and
affirm
we'll
the
look up.
testimony you're about to give will be the truth? You may take
Usually
your
we
seat.
try to stay on topic, yeah?
You may examine when ready.
What is your name, sir?
Luis Rivera.
Mr. Rivera, where are you from?
Miami. I'm Puerto Rican, but raised in Miami.
Okay. And I see you're in
Latin.
a jail uniform. Have you been convicted of a felony?
Yes, ma'am.
How many times?
I don't remember.
5
Once.
sound right?
45, yeah.
All right. And are you currently incarcerated?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you serving a
didn't.
sentence for both this case that we're here about and also a federal case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Let's start with the federal case. What is the nature of that?
Ah! Sorry. Yikes. I was trying to go back to it and I clicked X. Fuck. wait. Oh my Lord. Honestly. History. Where's my history? Right here. Thanks, babe. Gotcha. Gonna press present screen again though. Sorry, I didn't lose it. Like we're exactly in the same spot. Hold your horses, team. FML. What's this one? Yikes. And I'm wheezy today. No, it's this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, press play, full screen.
Like a racketeering,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's related to your involvement with the Latin Kings.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that a gang?
Gang, family.
Okay. And that was
So my whole that only he didn't choose to kill Dan. He was hired by. He wasn't even hired. The guy who shot. So Luis Rivera was the driver. He didn't do the shooting. I'm all wheezy today. Sorry. Whew, I need Ventolin. Guys, it's because you guys are all up in my face with all your licking shit, licking slobber and fur everywhere. I'm blaming you for my wheeziness. Yeah. So he didn't want. Luis Rivera didn't want. No, go away, Poppy. Enough now, please. Dan, you get not right now, please. So he didn't choose to kill Dan. He wanted to just rob Dan and Wendi. He knew that they had money. But yeah, so no choice. He didn't even want to. He was just the driver. Still culpable, but because he flipped first, he didn't get as long in prison. I think Shari will know. I think he's serving 19. I think he got 19 years for his role in this murder. Poppy, please. I'm not interested right now.
group that you were affiliated with when you lived in Miami?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we've heard that when some incidents occurred during this case, you were incarcerated in Broward County. Were you incarcerated in Broward County back in 2016?
No.
You were never in Broward?
2016?
Yeah.
No, I was in the feds.
Okay. So you were incarcerated, but not in Broward. That was part of the ruse that you were.
Yeah, I was in Broward, but I was
Hi, Paula.
2016. I was in the feds. I was in Coleman.
All right. So at the time of what we're calling the bump, you were actually in federal custody.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm always
Is that on
confused,
the
Ernie.
racketeering case?
Yes, ma'am.
You're still serving a sentence on that case?
Absolutely.
Okay. And is that case in any way related to the murder that we're here about today?
No, ma'am.
All right. So when law enforcement came to talk to you and identified you as a suspect in the murder case, you were already serving this sentence unrelated. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you been promised anything in reference to that federal case
No,
for your
ma'am.
testimony here today?
Nope.
All right. And have you ever gotten any help on the federal case for your cooperation in this case?
No, ma'am.
All right. What did you get for your cooperation in this case?
In this case, the murder case, I'm 19 years.
All right. And was the 19 years to be served concurrently or at the same time with the federal sentence you're already serving?
Concurrent with the same time as the feds.
And what is your release date once you conclude both sentences?
Both sentences, probably 2032, 33.
32 or 33? 2032 or 2033?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is it that you have to do in exchange for this 19-year sentence on the murder case?
How to testify.
All right. And what do you have to testify to?
The murder.
All right. And has anyone told you to say anything other than the truth in the case?
No, ma'am.
Have I or anyone promised you anything other than what we've already discussed, the sentence you got?
No, ma'am.
Everything's bad today. My hair's
Anybody ever
bad. I
told
don't
you
like
that you
my
had to
outfit.
testify about a
Ugh.
specific person in order to get a deal?
No, ma'am.
What does that mean, Steph?
All right, I want to talk about how you came to be a
Je veux.
participant in
I
the
see
murder of
the-
Dan Markel. Did you
I see the
participate
pencil?
in his murder?
Yes, ma'am.
How is it that you came to be a part of that?
From a friend,
And who's your friend?
Garcia.
Who's Garcia? Is that Sigfredo Garcia?
Sigfredo Garcia, yes.
How did you know him?
Childhood,
And had you described him as a brother previously?
yes, ma'am.
Is that because he was in the gang or
No,
just
he's not in no gang.
he was not in a gang,
Oh.
but he was a good enough friend that you referred to him as a
Yes,
brother?
ma'am.
And back around the time that this crime occurred in 2014, were you and Mr. Garcia together all the time?
Yes, ma'am.
What's PR food?
And Mr. Garcia, is he the one that came to you with the information about this job that needed to be done?
Absolutely.
And I say job, is that what this murder?
Things develop.
Ah, for fuck's sake. I'm going to lose my ever-loving mind. This is stupid and dumb and annoying. Wait. God, today, can just suck my fucking dick. I love you guys. See, I can do it. I can do it. I can know where we're up to. I don't really.
You states exhibit
Okay, I went too far.
then in order to get a deal?
No, ma'am.
One day I'll get this. Doesn't help that I can't fucking breathe. Puerto Rican. Okay, thank you. I thought it says I see a pencil, and I thought that was a
I
Darlene
want to talk
reference.
about how you came to be a participant in the murder of Dan Markel. Did you participate in his murder?
Yes, ma'am.
How is it that you came to be a part of that?
I get sidetracked with
I'm a
everything.
friend,
And who's your friend?
Garcia.
Who's Garcia? Is that Sigfredo Garcia?
Sigfredo Garcia, yes.
How did you know him?
Childhood,
And had you described him as a brother previously?
yes, ma'am.
Is that because he was in the gang or
No,
just
he's not in no gang.
he was not in a gang,
Oh.
but he was a good enough friend that you referred to him as
Yes,
a brother?
ma'am.
You could never.
And back around the time
I'm
that this
dying.
crime occurred in 2014, were you and Mr. Garcia together all the time?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Garcia, is he the one that came to you with the information about this job that needed to be done?
Absolutely.
And I say job, is that what this murder was to you?
Yes, ma'am.
So your motive for coming to Tallahassee and participating in this murder was money?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Did you know Dan Markel?
Nope.
Did you know anything about him?
Nope.
All right, so do you know why Garcia or how Garcia came to know about this murder or this job?
His girl,
Who's that?
Katie.
All right, so am I correct that Katie hired Garcia and Garcia hired you?
Yes, ma'am.
And who was to actually come to Tallahassee to do the murder?
It was me and him.
You and Garcia,
Yes, ma'am.
but not Katie.
No.
So she stayed in Miami.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and who was to get the money?
Starry
once
is such a wealth of
the
information.
job was done.
Mute number
Katie.
2.
All right, and did she get the money?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know where she got the money from?
Mm,
Do you know
my-
where she got the money from?
Yeah, the people. She got
Who are the people?
the dentist. I called them the dentist at that time.
The dentist?
Like Wendi and her brother.
Okay, and do you know which one of them actually handed Katie the money?
No, absolutely not.
And you weren't there for that?
No, ma'am.
So Katie went to get the money from the people, which includes both of them,
Yes, ma'am.
and then brought it back to you.
Yes.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. Did you originally describe the purpose behind this murder as
Sidebar, can't fix my face today. Sorry about my cranky facial expressions. It's gonna be one of those days. I've got a big day of streaming ahead, like literally all day. But I'm sure you maybe I should have a red wine. That will help my headache. It's only 10 to 11, 20 to 11. Probably don't have wine yet. Yikes.
helping a lady in Tallahassee get her kids?
What you mean?
Did you describe I know your purpose was money,
Yeah.
but whoever did the hiring had a different purpose, right?
Yes.
And what was your understanding of that purpose?
For the kids.
To get these kids.
Get the kids back.
Okay.
I'm
And
just
do you
gonna
know
get a
any
couple
more
of
about that.
wait, you
Which
guys.
family member did
wait.
what and whose kids they were or anything like that?
No, I don't think.
I'm pretty sure Adam's the only boy in chat right now, so sorry, Adam. Girls, it's that time of the month, right? 2 days ago. I'm almost 50. All I'm gonna say is Mother Nature, let's just stop that bullshit. I've had my period since I was 10. That's 40 years. I think that's enough now. I'm not going to have any babies. Let's just stop with this shit. So I get a stupid thanks Annie. I get a dumb headache every month and my skin goes to shit. And I'm extra emotional. Adam last week, remember? Me, extra princessy. I get it pretty bad. 9, 10. So anyway, all that to say, I'm going to turn my camera off and mute myself for a second. I'll probably forget that I'm muted. I'm going to get a couple of Panadol. What do you guys call them? Like ibuprofen and I don't even know. I can't breathe. It's all happening. Anyway, BRB.
One thing I know the kids was Wendi. That's her name.
Wendi, they're Wendy's kids?
Yeah, that's the only thing I know.
Okay, and it had something to do with getting Wendy's kids.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know the dentist?
No.
Have you ever met the dentist before? What did the dentist have to do with the lady in Tallahassee that had the kids?
That's her brother.
And what was his connection to you or to Garcia?
To me, nothing. His connection that was Katie's boyfriend.
All right, so Katie was Garcia's child's mother?
Yes, ma'am.
And also was dating Charlie Adelson?
Absolutely.
Did you know before the murder was committed, did you know how much you were going to be paid?
No.
When did you find out how much you were going to be paid?
When we was driving up.
Okay, so that was before the murder was committed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
All right, and so when you were driving up, you found out the job was going to pay how much for you?
Well, they only gave me 37.
$37,000?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much was the total bill for the job?
It was $100,000.
And that was split between who?
3 ways.
You and who else?
Me, Garcia, and Katie.
Was this job in any way related to your gang affiliation?
No, absolutely not.
To show you State's Exhibit.
If I had Valium, I would be having all the Valium and I would be smiling, not cranky.
Oh,
I just locked Buster out.
I'll show you
We don't have-
37 and 38. You recognize
We don't
these
have
photos?
those.
Are those photos
Wait.
of the folks that were involved in this homicide?
In Australia, we have different meds, yeah. So I couldn't even find just paracetamol. So I just had, it won't do anything. I just had a couple of ibuprofen. So cool. It's every month. Every month I have 3 or 4 days of oppressive, not migraine, just nonstop headache, torture. Wait, what? That's all they gave him? So can we? Is that when he said how much he got? Hang on, we'll rewind it because I wasn't paying attention. Standard, Lisa. Oh, Buster, and I locked Buster out. Like honestly, you guys, not you guys, the dogs. Puppy. On the upside, I think I'm not so wheezy now.
Katie was Garcia's child's mother
Yes, ma'am.
and also was dating Charlie Adelson.
Absolutely.
Did you know before the murder was committed, did you know how much you were going to be paid?
No.
When did you find out how much you were going to be paid?
When we was driving up.
Okay, so that was before the murder was committed.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah.
All right, and so when you were driving up, you found out the job was going to pay how much for you?
Well, they only gave me 37.
$37,000?
Yes, ma'am.
And how much was the total bill for the job?
It was $100,000.
And that was split between who?
3 ways.
You and who else?
Me, Garcia, and Katie.
Was this
Charlie.
job in any way related to your gang affiliation?
No, absolutely not.
To show you State's Exhibit.
Awesome, Colleen.
Shouldn't have photos.
Up here.
Oh.
I just weather the storm every month for 40 years. 40 years.
I'm going to show you 37 and 38.
Thank you, Paula.
You recognize these photos?
Yeah.
Are those photos of the folks that were involved in this homicide?
My voice?
Plus another young lady. Who's that?
That's my baby mama. She's not involved.
Okay, and what's her name?
Jessica Rodriguez.
All right. Judge, at this time, I'd ask to move into evidence 37 and 38.
Any objection?
No objection.
States 37 and 38 are admitted.
Publish 37 at this time, please.
You may.
Darlene, so when I speak, if I speak, I'm speaking right now, right? Obviously, I'm not muted. So, so is it because if I talk over the court feed, which I try not to, is that when it's quiet, or am I quiet now? Debbie, right? Here, yes. I feel like life in its entirety is a cruel joke, to be honest. Hi, Moon Bunny. Yes, both. So everyone else in chat, how is it something to do? Obviously, it's Darlene. Maybe it's something to do with the pen that you're hiding. Can you guys hear me okay? And I try not to talk over the feed. Just saying. Adam's telling me something. Your volume is fine. Okay, but I try not to talk over that. Thank you, Adam. I love you so much. Okay. Anyway, we'll soldier on, just in life and also with this.
Thank you.
I think I gotta wait. Oh, Georgia, we love
Who's that
you.
on the far left in the green shirt?
Garcia.
Okay, and next to him,
Katie.
and next to her,
Jessica.
and then that's you on the right.
Yes, ma'am.
When was this photo taken? Let me ask you this: was it before or after the homicide? If you know.
I can't remember.
Did you previously say it was taken sometime after?
Finally,
the homicide?
something goes right.
You can't remember.
I can't remember.
Okay. States 38.
I'd rather everyone
Who are
tell me
these
than no
folks?
one tell me.
That's me and Garcia.
Did Mr. Garcia go by any nicknames?
Tuto.
And what about you? Did you have a nickname?
Tato.
Tato. Tutu and Tato. I'm sure Shari will drop the factoid in chat about Tutu and Tato and then some of the weird coincidences or not. But Steph, you know what? we should have a girl talk chat live sometime. Guess what? Coming up at 9 Eastern, so in an hour and 10 minutes. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Girl talk with Amy Boston. Oh, I must remember to send her the link. God, multitask. But yeah, girl talk, more about relationships and shit, but whatever. Members only live. So yes. Girl talk. And Adam. He loves it. He wouldn't change a thing. He's surrounded by women all the time. The poor man. What a beautiful boy. He's so lovely.
Had you ever been to Tallahassee before you came for this murder?
No, ma'am.
Did you come to Tallahassee one time or more than one time?
Twice.
And both times, was that with just you and Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
Both times did you come?
I was
in a rental
nodding
car?
to that.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we love Adam. Yes, tonight, Steph. Yes.
How long can we go back to, I don't know, just,
And Adam. Oh, my hair. I don't like anything today. Boo. Maybe that's better. Oh, wait. Funny. Okay, wait.
how long
Sorry.
had Catherine Magbanua and Sigfredo Garcia?
Clearly, I'm having a bit of trouble focusing today, but funny. This morning, Adam can attest, right? Shush, Adam. I'm lucky. Adam's not lucky. He's cursed. Poor thing. So this morning, so I have 2 vapes, right? My emotional support vapes. And I'm really pretty good normally with putting them in my pocket, having the same place, putting them down in the same place. And this morning, I was like, and I put loads of washing on, and Aussie Insider wanted me to come on just a private, like, StreamYard thing with her and Abby to talk about a few things, and that set me back with my time. And then I was like, I couldn't find my vapes.
I couldn't find my vapes. I was looking everywhere, and I got to the point where I was crying. And I called Adam, and no, I didn't call him. I sent him an audio message. If I'd called him, I would have lost my ever-loving mind. And I just sent this, like, I don't know, 49-second audio message to me, just going, I can't find my vapes. I'm starting to cry now thinking about it. Like, fuck my life. I was so stressed. I've got so many, because these are, oh, sorry, I will go to the point. These are pods, right? So I have more of these pods, but they're all dead. I keep them just in case I ever like don't have a vape. And I was trying to find one that works. Oh, it's been the morning, y'all. But anyway, that's that. Funny, not funny. Me crying. Oh, because I lost my vapes.
Garcia have been, I guess, on again, off again.
Probably 10 years.
So at the time of this homicide, they've been on and off for about 10 years.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you knew her pretty well as far as through Garcia, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And did she go by Katie sometimes?
Yes,
I just
ma'am.
feel yuck today, darling. Yes. See? It's very distressing.
Judge, may I publish States 59 at this time?
I'm not the only one. Yes. Crumbs. They're fucking terrible. It's like chemical bushfire, wildfire.
Mr. Rivera, have you seen this exhibit before?
Yes,
Wait,
ma'am.
wait,
And
wait.
have you had an opportunity to take a look at the phone numbers associated with the people on this chart that you know?
Wait. So this is good anyway. This is helpful for everybody. But did you see him looking then? Looking at Charlie? There's one time, oh my God, where he just stares Charlie so hard. Can't remember. So what do we got there? We got Dan Markel. Beautiful Dan Markel, Professor Dan Markel. Ugh. Wendi. Harvey. Donna. She doesn't look like that no more, does she? The maestro. What a douche. What a douche. Katie. Also doesn't look like that anymore. Sigfredo. Toto. Luis. Tato. Press play.
I seen them, but I don't remember none of them.
Don't remember those numbers. Have you previously testified about the numbers?
No, maybe.
I bet you if you lost your deck of
Think
ciggies,
about
Eddie,
it.
you'd be Devo.
Okay. Did you have an opportunity to look at the rental contract that you filled out for the rental car that was used in this homicide, the Prius? All right. And that contract has your phone number on it, correct?
Yes.
And if that phone number matches the one up there, would that be the correct number for you at that time? Or at least one of them?
Probably one of them. I have multiple phones, though.
Yeah, you had a couple phones, right? The address that was on the rental contract. Can I see that contract, please? One moment, I'm gonna show it to you. It's Normandy. Normandy. Is
Remember?
that where you were
Yes,
looking at the
yes.
phone number?
No. That was just on my license.
So you provided your driver's license to rent the car,
Yes, ma'am.
and you know what the rental contract is? I just got it. Okay, and at the time on your license, I'm approaching with States 58. It had this 1805 Normandy Drive on your license.
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you actually living at that time?
I was living with Jessica.
Okay, and was Jessica's address at 1515 Northeast 135th?
Street.
Shari, I'm right in remembering that Jessica's nickname is prawn, right? Or shrimp? Which is it? I can't remember. I think shrimp. 'Cause she's so tiny.
Yeah.
Number 14?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so I want to talk about the first trip. Do you know the date that you left to come here for the first trip?
No, ma'am.
Does June 4th of 2014 sound correct?
Probably.
All right, how did you get here? Who drove?
I drove. He drove half, and I drove the other half.
All
The
right,
first
so
time.
you both did some of the driving.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and
Okay, I'm finally in chat.
how did you know where you were going?
Oh, he knew his way.
Who did?
Garcia.
How did he know his way?
He had a piece of paper with an address in the picture.
What can you describe what the piece of paper
It's a
looked
regular
like?
piece of paper.
Like a regular piece of paper like this size?
Yes, ma'am.
Was it white?
Yes.
Was it like this kind of paper that goes in a printer?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was printed on it?
It was the dual
Wait.
address.
Okay. Was the address printed?
Luis, the low man on the totem pole? No, he was the head. He was the king. King Tato, the big man. He's not a Latin king anymore.
Or handwritten, if you know.
Man, I can't remember.
Okay. Did it have a photograph on it?
Yeah.
All right. So it had a photograph and an address. Anything else written on there
That's it.
or typed?
All that I remember.
Okay. So that's how you knew who you were supposed to kill and where that person
thank you.
lived?
Yes, ma'am.
So you didn't get the address from the prof's blog?
No,
You don't read the prof's
Thank you.
blog?
Hi,
we
Jean.
know that.
Are you
been
on the
too long.
prof's blog server list?
No.
Can you just come sign for one moment?
I would. Okay.
Oh, sidebar. So every time, if you can see where the stand is basically a little bit to the right or left of where Charlie is now, where the camera is. Sorry. So every time he glances over on our screen to the left, he's death staring Charlie Adelson. Yeah. Hi, Carlos. Welcome from Chicago. Darlene, good. I'm glad you've sorted that. I sympathize with all the volume issues. And again, I stress perhaps it's something to do with that pen you have hidden. Yeah. Thanks in chat. Anytime I get things wrong, let me know in chat. I'm here to be corrected. I stand corrected.
Did Mr. Garcia get any information about Mr. Markel from a blog?
No.
Did either of you, to your knowledge, go on the computer and look on his Facebook
No, ma'am.
or search him in any kind of way?
Not at all.
All right. So everything you did from this piece of paper.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go to the address on the paper on the first trip?
Yes, ma'am.
Were you able to see Professor Markel that trip?
No.
What did y'all do that trip?
We tried to follow him, but we lost him. But
All right. So you saw his vehicle
yes, ma'am.
and tried to follow it.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember where you followed it that trip?
Not that trip. I don't think I remember.
Okay. Did you watch his home? Sit and watch his home during
Yes,
that?
They spent he and Sigfredo spent a lot of time taking all the drugs and drinking all the drinks, particularly Sigfredo. So there was some memory issues, and that would also account for the negligent discharge. Thanks, Jess.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
first trip? Did anybody get out of the car and look around or poke around his property?
Yes, ma'am.
Who did that?
Garcia.
It's coming. Sherry.
Why
It's
did
coming.
the murder get done on this trip?
Man, I can't remember.
Did you have a weapon with you?
I think we have. I don't remember.
Did you previously say that you each had a firearm on both trips?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember which weapon was the murder weapon?
Yeah, I remember the weapon.
Where did the murder weapon come from?
I got it
Where did you get it from?
on the streets,
All right. And was that in Miami or up here?
Miami.
Okay. So you went and got a weapon. Was that specifically for the purpose of
Yes,
committing
ma'am.
this murder?
Yes, ma'am.
And did that weapon come up here on the first trip with you?
I think so.
All right. And was there another firearm in the car as well?
We had two.
Okay. Whose gun was the other one?
Garcia.
And the murder weapon, what type of weapon was that?
38.
Was that a revolver?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Was there a particular plan as far as who was going to actually do the murder?
I was.
Pausing. Shari, I don't know. The universe is wild at the moment. Aussie's coming up with me and Broken Baker at midnight at Eastern for you guys. So maybe catch the replay if you're not if you're on Eastern time. But Broken Baker and Aussie and me on my channel later, 5 p.m. my time. I think. God, the time zones are killing me. But I'm not on Aussie's live right now unless they're streaming us, which I doubt. They're doing they did an interview, Abby and Aussie interview with a whistleblower this morning.
I was supposed to do it.
Okay. And was it always going to be a shooting?
It's going to be a shooting.
What was the plan? Were you always going to do it in his car, or what? Was there any kind of plan?
No, there wasn't no plan. Really didn't plan nothing out.
So it was just going to be if an opportunity arose, you were
There
going
was
to take
opportunity. We do what we got to do and go.
it. What if an opportunity arose when the children were present?
I was not doing that in front of the kids.
Okay.
Not me.
Did
Well, I
somebody
remember
instruct
my
you
banner.
on that, or that was just a given that you weren't going to do it?
I was not going to do it. Period.
On that first trip, when you were discussing this murder and the payment, was there any conversation about maybe switching it to a robbery?
Yes.
All right. And who brought up the possibility of switching it from a murder to a robbery?
Me.
And what was your suggestion?
My suggestion was to go back and rob the lady.
Who's
lady.
Wendi.
Okay, because did you believe at that time that Wendi was the one that had this money to pay for the murder?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so your thought was, hey, let's just take the money.
Just take the money.
Don't even have to do a murder, right?
We don't have to do none of that.
And why didn't that happen instead of the murder?
He told me he can't. He just had to do his job. I'm like,
Moon Bunny, Donna's trial was thwarted at the very last minute. Like literally, they'd started Wadia jury selection. Charlie, the brother, already serving life without parole, was instrumental in having that trial put off. He decided that he wasn't willing to waive his attorney-client privilege and allow Daniel Rashbaum to represent Donna. Or more to the point, the fallout from him deciding that there was a conflict of interest and he hadn't signed any waiver to that. That meant that Daniel Rashbaum had to withdraw from the case, and I believe now also Alex Morris, the other new attorney. So Donna's trial and all the costs associated with that halting of the trial, everything will be attributed to Donna Adelson. Adelson will have to pay all that stuff. And and goodness knows when the trial. I had said March. I had predicted March 2025, but maybe now if they've got to get a whole new team, might not be for a while yet. And Steph, yes, the oldest brother is Robert Adelson, the good egg in a bunch of baddies, murdering baddies.
I just went with it because I was my friend, so I just went with the.
Garcia told you that you had to get this job done.
Yes, ma'am.
Yet.
And the job had to be done for Katie, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's talk about the second.
So basically, what Luis is saying there is that Sigfredo Garcia, who is still baby daddy of Wendi, of Katie Magbanua, wanted to do this hit because he wanted Katie to get back with him, right? Yeah, Donna has no lawyers right now, correct. So Moon Bunny, Wendi, she will be, mark my words, Wendi. So Georgia government and the state prosecutor's office have had a plan, a very methodical, systematic plan. They've gone through and they started with Luis Rivera, then Sigfredo Garcia and Katie Magbanua, retrial of Katie. Those two were life without parole. Charlie Adelson, life without parole, but Wendi has had to testify at all of them. And she needs to be, end of 25, yep. Wendi needs to be under the continued mistaken delusional impression that her derivative use immunity is covering her from prosecution. It's not. They just need for Wendi to be testifying and not plead the fifth in all of the trials until it's Wendi's turn. Mark my words. As soon as Donna is convicted, within the week, Wendi will be in handcuffs and she will never see a light of day again in the free world. That's my prediction. End of 2025, well, that sucks.
Second trip. Is that when the murder happened, July 16th through the 18th?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This is my baby case.
That's the rental car agreement that I already showed you. That was the Prius you traveled up here in?
Absolutely, yes.
And we talked about your phone number, but there's another phone number on that rental agreement that says brother. Is that Garcia's phone number?
I don't remember.
Okay.
My lights are too bright. I'm just a whinger today.
Contract as going with you.
Garcia.
So confusing. Which side am I on?
Did you take phones with you when you came to Tallahassee?
Mia!
Yep.
Pintato.
And did you have the phones on or off for the actual homicide?
It was off at that moment.
And did you take the same guns with you that second trip?
Yes.
Where did you stay while you were here?
In a hotel.
Was there an incident while you were here for that trip prior to the actual murder where one of the guns was discharged in the Prius?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you tell us what happened?
Well, the gun went off. Well, Garcia was playing with the gun. I was driving, and he put a hole right through the floor in the passenger side.
Were you actually out on the roads
Yes,
when this
ma'am.
happened?
I was driving.
And did it have an impact on your ability to drive the car?
Yeah, it hit the gas line.
All right. So how'd you get it fixed?
He flagged somebody down there. We met the first time, some people, and they gave him a ride to the AutoZone to get a piece of hose to connect it back.
flagged some people down that they'd met, who is Shodrick Nobles, who is an absolute fucking delight. He is so funny. He doesn't testify in this trial, in Charlie's trial, but he did testify in Katie's retrial. And oh my goodness, he comes into chats quite often. He spells his name Shodrick Nobles with a $ at the front and the end. I have a couple of shorts of him. He is so funny. He is so real. He's hilarious. He was the plug. He was the drug plug for them. And oh my God, he's so cheeky to the attorneys. Check out those shorts. Shodrick is hilarious. We'll definitely do like a compilation where we look at some of the shorter testimonies from some of the witnesses in not just Charlie's trial but other trials, because epic, so funny. He's a funny guy. So, but also they didn't flag Shodrick down because they called him because he was the plug, but they have to keep that on the down low because drug dealer.
So somebody gave you a
Allegedly.
ride to AutoZone.
Yes, ma'am. Not me.
Was
Him.
there-
I was in the car. I never got off the car.
All right, you stayed with the disabled vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
And did Garcia come back and do something to the car?
Yeah, you fixed it.
And it was able to be operated after that?
Yes, ma'am.
86.
Did you
86.
follow Dan Markel at all during this second trip?
Yes, ma'am.
Where did you follow him this time?
Follow him to the daycare and to the gym.
Was there a reason that the murder had to get done on the day it did?
It was just the right thing, the right opportunity, I guess.
Okay, did you have any information that the victim was going to be leaving town the day after the homicide occurred?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, meeting.
Fuck off, Rashi.
Is the answer struck?
Yes, it was not struck. You need to rephrase your question.
All right, so how did you find out that the victim was leaving town the following day?
I can't remember that good.
Was it from a blog?
Yes, Your Honor, meeting.
It's not
Wait.
really-
This is so good.
Roll.
Was it from a blog?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what blog was that?
The blonde was Wendi.
I was saying from the computer. Did you?
Oh my God, iconic. So, I mean, not to make fun, like, so Tato doesn't have, as if I don't even know what's prof blog, but it's so iconic. So we always kind of thought that he might have thought that Georgia meant the blonde, not the blog, because what does he even know? But fuck, mate, that's so funny. The blog was Wendi. Yep. How tall is Jeff? I'm not sure. Here, wait, we've got to listen to that again. I have a short on this also. Here's gold, just gold. Bless. People would get all offended that we were laughing at him, that we were being mean to him because he didn't. No, it's a fantastic moment. Love it. I've got a whole I've got a AI image about it. Wait, can I do this? Let's see. Did I? Probably not. Alive.
How'd you get it fixed?
He flagged somebody down there. We met the first time, some people, and they gave him a ride to the AutoZone to get a piece of hose to connect it back.
So somebody gave you a ride to the AutoZone.
Yes, ma'am. Not me, him. I was in the car. I never
Hi,
got off the car.
Martian.
All right, you stayed with the disabled vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
And did Garcia come back and do something to the car?
Yeah, he fixed it.
And it was able to be operated after that?
Yes, ma'am.
Did y'all follow Dan Markel at all during this second trip?
Yes,
I went
ma'am.
back too far.
Where
Sorry.
did you follow him this
Standard.
time?
Follow him to the daycare and to the gym.
Was there a reason that the murder had to get done on the day it did?
It was just the right thing, the right opportunity, I guess.
Okay, did you have any information that the victim was going to be leaving town the day after the homicide occurred?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, meeting.
Fuck off, Rashi.
Standard.
Is the answer stricken?
Is the answer struck?
Struck.
Yes,
I think
it
it's
was not
stricken.
struck. You need to rephrase your question.
All right, so how did you find out that the victim was leaving town the following day?
I can't remember that good.
Was it from a blog?
Objection, Your Honor, meeting.
It's not leading, Your Honor.
Roll.
Was it from a blog?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what blog was that?
The blonde was Wendi.
I was saying from the computer. Did you research
Oh,
it
no,
on
no,
the
no,
computer?
No. He wouldn't read
Okay,
Fox
so
blog.
somebody gave you the information.
Yeah, somebody. It
A
was
person.
a person.
And how did you actually talk to the person?
No, ma'am.
Who talked to the person?
Tuto.
Tuto.
Garcia.
Garcia talked to the person.
Talked to
All
Katie.
right. Okay, so Garcia got the information from Katie.
Yes, ma'am.
And do we know where Katie got it from?
I don't know.
Okay, were you present when Garcia talked to Katie?
Where
and
else would
found
Katie
out
have got
how
it
to do
from?
Today?
Yes, ma'am. He was on the phone.
I'm sorry.
They was on the phone speaking.
He was talking to Katie on the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were present for that.
I was in the car.
Who was driving the green Prius on, like, whenever you were following Mr. Markel right before the murder?
Me.
Did you go to, I think you said the daycare. Where else did you go that day?
The gym.
Have you seen the video surveillance from the gym in this case?
I've seen it now.
Yeah, where the green Prius is at the gym. Have you seen that?
I've seen it.
And is that you driving that Prius?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is Garcia in the vehicle as well?
Absolutely.
All right.
It's like
Did you
hearing Lally
know
again.
whether or not the kids were in the car at the time you were at the gym?
Now he dropped them off. I seen him when he dropped them off in the daycare.
So you actually saw the kids go into the daycare?
Yes, ma'am.
So was it after
What
the
happened
daycare
today?
that you
Hang
proceeded
on.
to the gym?
Yes.
And what about after that?
We followed him to his house.
All right, so did you wait in the car while the victim went into the gym and worked out?
Yes, ma'am.
And did y'all know at that time, like, we're gonna do it when he comes out of
No.
the gym, or not necessarily?
Not necessarily. Not
So you're just following him to see where he
to
goes?
see where he goes.
And where did he go?
To his house.
Did you see the bus video that shows the Prius shortly before and shortly after the homicide?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you driving the vehicle at that time?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us what happened when you got to Mr. Markel's driveway.
Well, he had turned he turned the block before. We kept going, so we went in front of his house. So when he pulled in, we pulled in right behind. I pulled in right behind him.
Is what you're describing, you entered his street
A
in two
lot.
different directions?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and you met at his, did you meet at his driveway?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you pull in behind him, what happens next?
Garcia
100%.
jumped out and shot him
How many times?
twice.
Where was he standing when he fired the shots?
Right in front of the driver's side, right in by the driver.
Did you see what the victim did during this attack?
He put his hands up.
How was it decided that Mr. Garcia would end up being the shooter instead of the original plan, which was for you to do it?
So when I was driving, I had no time. He jumped out and did it. He had the gun the whole time.
All right, so either one of you were willing to do it when whoever wasn't driving when the opportunity arose?
Maybe, but it was really his job, so he did it.
You mean why was it his job?
He's the one that was getting paid, but he knew about the whole thing.
Well, you were getting paid too, right?
Yeah,
But he secured the job.
yes, ma'am.
The bus video that we looked at, one of them shows the passenger side, someone in a white shirt moving around a lot right after the homicide. Can you explain to the jury what was going on in the car at that time?
He was trying to hide the gun.
And that's Garcia.
Garcia,
Where did he put the gun?
right on the front, in the passenger side, right under the rug.
Okay, what ultimately happened with the gun?
We threw it away
Where?
in the river.
On the way back to South Florida?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that where y'all went when you left Tallahassee?
Amy!
When did you turn your cell phones back on?
Amy, great minds think alike. As you know, I just sent you an email, messenger with the link for the members only. It's coming up in 45 minutes. And then you are in stream. I must have known. I didn't see you till I came back in. Hi, girl.
I think we turned them on right away, I think.
After leaving Tallahassee?
Yeah. If I remember, I really don't remember, but it got turned on.
Sometime after the murder, they got turned back on?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember who made the first phone call out of the two of you?
No, I didn't make no phone call. He did.
Who did he call?
I think he called Katie. Well, he called Katie. He
Say
called
that
Katie.
again?
He called Katie.
Dumb. Everything's
And were
dumb
you able to hear the
today.
conversation with Katie?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was that conversation?
He told her everything is done. She's like, I know. And he's like, where the money?
Okay, let me back you up just a little bit. How did she know it was done?
I think she got a phone call right away before we did.
All right, but somehow she indicated she knew.
Yes.
All right, and you asked about the money. Did you personally ask about the money, or was that Garcia?
That's Garcia.
What did she say about the money?
You'll get it tomorrow.
Did you get it tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
On the way back from Tallahassee.
Yes, fucking ma'am. Imagine doing a hit and not getting a cent before you do the hit. I mean, wait, rewind. Imagine doing a hit, full stop. No. Not today or ever, Satan. But
Tallahassee to Miami. Did you stop in Pembroke Pines at an ATM machine?
oh wait, just easy to say. My mod squad Avengers. I dropped the link in the mod Discord channel. It's going to be a call-in show as well. So Amy has that link, but also it's to drop into chat. So if anyone wants to call in with the good, the bad, and the ugly relationship stories. Anyway, that's that. Yeah.
The way back.
Yeah.
I know we stopped.
I'll show you states 39 through 45. Have you seen these before?
Yeah. That's it. I've seen them.
And are these appear to be ATM
Yes, ma'am.
images?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's the date on the ATM images?
7/18/2024.
That's Ruth Markel, the mother.
2024?
I mean 14. Sorry.
All right, that's the day of the murder, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is this the green Prius that y'all came to Tallahassee in?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, are these fair and accurate photographs of you in the green Prius on the day of the homicide?
Yes, ma'am.
Permission to introduce and publish states 39 through 45.
Any objection? 39 through 45 are admitted.
Oh, Georgia. I love her so much.
You may.
Sure.
Ernie, yes, that is what the kids say these days. Come on now. It's even like, with all due respect, Amy, it's even like more of a 3 or 4 or 5 years ago mint, isn't it? Still, we be hip. We be hip and cool dudes. Yes, Amy, yes. My brain. Wait.
Publishing states 39. 40, please.
I see. You don't need to go out, do you? Hang on 1 second. Un momento, por favor, basta. Basta blue.
41, please. Make that bigger, please.
Wait, Bussy, wait. Just wait 1 second. I can
Who's
do
pictured
this.
in this exhibit, Mr. Rivera?
That's me and Garcia.
Who's that in the foreground, closer to the camera?
That's me. I'm the driver.
Okay. 42, please. Who's that in the passenger seat?
Garcia.
43, please.
My brain isn't working today. So bad.
And 44. Did you and Sigfredo Garcia go out that night when you got back to Miami?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember where you went?
We went to a bar.
Was
Again, housekeeping. Amy, I sent it from my personal email because that was just the easiest. So if you don't, so I've sent it. So if you don't see it, just check your junk because I've got junk. I'm a junk.
Catherine Magbanua with you that night?
I don't think so.
Do you know where she went that night?
I don't know.
All right. The next morning, is that when you saw her again?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Tell us what happened the next morning.
Ugh,
The next morning,
exhausting
I went
me.
to the barbershop.
I'm so
She went
tired.
to my house and took the money.
She had the money at your house?
Yeah.
Okay,
Did
wait.
you go home and get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go home with some purpose?
Purpose to pick that money up.
Yeah. Why were you?
Hang on. I wasn't paying attention, and so we all have to suffer through me watching this bit again.
41,
Hi, Bussy.
please. Make that bigger, please. Who's pictured in this exhibit, Mr. Rivera?
That's me and Garcia.
Who's that in the foreground, closer to the camera?
That's me. I'm the driver.
Okay. 42, please. Who's that in the passenger seat?
Garcia.
Don't lick me.
43, please.
Hi, Megan.
And 44.
Gotta let the dogs out.
Did you and Sigfredo Garcia go out that night when you got back to Miami?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember where you went?
We went to a bar.
Was Catherine Magbanua with you that night?
No, I don't think so.
Do you know where she went that night?
No, I don't know.
All right. The next morning, is that when you saw her again?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Tell us what happened the next morning.
The next morning I woke up, I went to the barber shop, and she went to my house and took the money.
She had the money at your house?
Yeah.
And did you go home and get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go home with some purpose?
Purpose to pick that money up.
Yeah. Why were you worried about the money?
I was worried about my baby mama taking it.
You were worried about your baby mama taking it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that Jessica, the one we saw in the
Yes, ma'am.
photo? So if she'd seen that money.
If she would have seen it, she would have probably took it.
Okay.
But she never seen it.
How much money was in there?
37. I think it was 35.
35.
And how was it packaged?
All 100 staples.
All $100 bills?
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you mean by staples?
They were all stapled. It was $1,000. Each $1,000 staple in the top corner.
All right, so you got 35,000. I think you previously said you got 37. Where did the other two come from?
All stapled. Imagine. Charlie, did we review Charlie's testimony? Yes, we did. And he was like, I don't know how other people do their money, but it's how I do it. Dude, nobody staples their money. They're called bands for a reason, right? People don't staple their money. And just saying, because I like rules, it's illegal to deface currency in any country. So, such a lawbreaker, Charlie. A murderer and a defacing currency.
Garcia gave it to me.
Why did he do that?
She gave it to me.
So he just gave you 2 additional stacks out of his cut?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how much he got versus how much Katie got?
No.
You not remember
I
that?
don't think
I don't remember.
Okay, but it added up to 100. Is that what you previously said?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you buy anything with your cut of the money?
Hi,
Just a
Michelle.
motorcycle.
So Ari the owl, I think it's Tuto, right? Tato means king and Tuto means owl, or in a roundabout way. And when Wendi did her police interview, immediately after Professor Markel's body was found and she was called into the police station to have an interview with Detective Craig Isom, she was wearing a t-shirt that had an owl on it, right? And the night of or the night before, chat, you can correct me, I can't remember, Tuto, so when they were staying, saw an owl out in the trees outside the hotel or the motel where they were staying and took a photo of that and posted it in Tallahassee and posted a photo to his Instagram account. And then Katie saw it and told him to take that motherfucking photo down because it showed where he was, but it was too late, yeah. But the owl is a running joke. Was it a coincidence that that Wendi was wearing an owl t-shirt? Are there any coincidences in the world, or is it all synchronicity? Who knows? Very interesting.
Approach you with states 46 and 47. Is that a picture of the motorcycle you bought with the murder money?
That's Garcia's.
That's Garcia's. What about 47? Is that your motorcycle there?
That's mine, yeah.
Okay, and this is
Garcia.
Garcia's. And then what about this Monte Carlo in the background? Did y'all buy that too?
That's Garcia's. He got it.
Did he buy that with the murder money? Or after the murder?
Yay!
After the murder?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, are these fair and accurate photos of those vehicles?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, at this time, I'd ask to move into evidence states 46 and 47.
Objection. Okay. States 46 and 47 are admitted.
Can I publish 46, Your Honor? And 47, please.
Cool, Pia.
Did you make any changes to your cell phone after the murder? Do you remember?
I remember.
Did you meet with investigator Jason Newland with my office to look at this, what I've marked as state 63, this exhibit regarding the calls in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
And do these initials next to these calls indicate that you've authenticated the voices that are highlighted?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, I'd ask to move into evidence state 63.
Wow, Shari.
So you were able to recognize the voices of Katie Magbanua and Sigfredo Garcia on those those recordings?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Michael Peterson, call back. And owls sleep lying down, face down. Have you seen those photos? And they've got their big long legs that they cross and shit, and they lie like this, like all one long. Ay, focus, laser focus.
Have you ever had any kind of contact with any member of the Adelson family?
No, ma'am.
During the time that
A
Katie
number?
Magbanua was dating the dentist, were you around her during that time?
I mean, I've seen her a few times.
Okay. And what was the context of, like, what was the occasion that you would see her if she was with the dentist?
Not with him, but I've seen her when she come late for Garcia.
Okay. So if she was doing something related to the kids or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that?
it.
Same.
During the times that you saw her while she was dating the dentist, did she ever brag to you about the dentist at all?
Oh my God. I have
Did
an
she
hour
ever
right
tell
there.
you The dentist
Oh, I
has a
can't
lot of
even show.
money.
No, ma'am.
The dentist has a
confused.
safe full of cash in his home.
No.
I'm a professional.
So do you even know who the dentist is? I mean, do you know who he is here
Never
in the
met him.
courtroom?
Never met him in my life until today.
Oh, here we go. Look at him. Watch him.
Well, the dentist lawyers have indicated that you and Garcia.
My daughter has the same owl tattoo, but she has it on her back. The tattooist that did hers, we got them done in Bali. Mine was very heavy-handed, and it's just kind of one big black blob now. But as far as I know, it still looks beautiful.
You got this idea on your own to come to Tallahassee and kill the professor. Is that true?
No. Not a good one.
Did you kill him and then try to get Katie to blackmail the dentist?
No.
No, that's ridiculous.
When you suggested to Sigfredo Garcia on the way up that it would be easier to just do a robbery, would it have been easier to rob the dentist back in Miami than to come up here to do a murder?
I never said nothing about him because I don't know him, but I said, let's go rob the lady.
Right.
Just like
but
that.
I did.
If you had known that it was
Oh.
actually the dentist that had the money,
I got a
would you
pirate
just decide
flag,
to rob the
darling.
dentist?
Absolutely.
I can't
Would
do
that have
it.
been less
God's
trouble
sake,
than coming
why
to
am I like
Tallahassee to do a
this?
murder?
It's
Yes, ma'am.
so confusing. Yes, I did. Fuck, I cannot do cameras.
One moment, please.
Take your time.
I know, Steph. I see all. Fucking Harry Potter, mate.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay, here we go. Bit of rashy.
Ralph, Ron, do you want to wish to begin your cross-examination this evening?
Can I have one moment? Your Honor?
Take your time.
I'm an animal.
Judge, I think it makes sense.
Look at him.
Very well. Members of the jury.
Pat Randall.
To recess at
Hi.
this point. Cross-examination of the witness will take place by the defense on Monday morning. Once again, I'm going to give you the same instruction that I've given throughout. You're not to discuss this case with each other or anyone else. Do not watch the news coverage. Do not seek out any information about this matter. Have a restful weekend. We will see you on Monday morning. Please report at 8:30.
Yes, Adam. What's taking you so long? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. The owls are in the chat. Cat Randall, man cat.
Everyone else can be seated. Does the court have anything to raise before we go into recess?
No, Your Honor.
Youngest.
Enjoy your weekend.
Yes.
Mr. Rauschbaum, the juvenile concert awaits.
Can't wait.
Yes, well, that's the thing, Moon Bunny. Luis, the witness on the stand, wanted to rob. He didn't want to kill anyone. It would have just been easier and less hassle and less, like, why kill him? Just take his money. He's got the money. We don't need to kill anybody. Just rob the dentist. All right. So next one. Wait. Oh, here we go. We might not have time for all of this one, but he was, needless to say, because the inmates have to get up very early to be transported to court. particularly for being there in the morning. So, no cat Randall, man cat. Yes, so he wasn't thrilled. Luis wasn't thrilled. Tato was not thrilled that he had to come back the next day because fuck that shit. Wait, what am I doing here? What one were we just watching? Let me get rid of that so I don't get confused because one is easily confused. Clearly, all the time. All the time. Just life confused. It's a confuse-a-thon. Back on the stand, Luis Rivera. I can't believe if you came in late, I realized I misspelled Luis's name in the title and on the thumbnail. My bad. I will amend it afterwards because I'm not having that publicly on my channel. Charlie looking green? Great. Oh, what happened there? Jesus. Are we sharing? Yes, we are sharing. There's no volume. There we go. Boom. Shakalaka. That's beautiful, P. It's chilly outside. The dogs want to have the door
Everyone can be
open.
seated.
My legs are cold. Jeez.
Good morning, members of the jury. Good morning. I hope you had a restful weekend. We are going to pick back up where we left off on Friday with the examination of Mr. Rivera. Mr. Rauschbaum, you may cross-examine when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Here we go.
Morning.
Morning.
Before we get into your testimony, I want to clarify one thing.
Here we
You
go.
didn't extort Charlie Adelson, right?
No.
One moment. Veronica, are you having problems still hearing? All right. If you can assist him. Mr. Rivera, make sure you speak as loudly as you can,
All right.
sir.
Thank you.
And the answer to that question was no, right?
No.
You were paid $37,000 in your role in the murder of Professor Markel, right?
Yes.
You were supposed to be paid $35,000.
Yes.
Sigfredo Garcia, the shooter, gave you an extra $2,000, right?
Yes.
Your understanding was that the total payment was $100,000, correct?
Yes.
Oh,
And that it was a one-time payment.
Yes, sir.
And you were told that you, Sigfredo, and Katie were hired by a lady to do a murder for hire, right?
No. If I was told by the lady.
No, I'm sorry. Let me slow down. You were told by Sigfredo.
Rashi's a piece of shit. He's so fucking condescending to Luis Rivera. Honestly, if you hate Rashi already, get ready for just like, fuck off. Be less of a douche. Impossible. He was born douchey. He was a douche canoe and a douche nozzle since the fucking inception, since his conception. Did you notice Charlie's actually maybe not necessarily the same color as the Prius just yet, but he's definitely the same color as the walls behind him. Looking a little gray, pasty Charlie.
No. That all of you were hired by a lady to do the murder, right?
Yeah.
That you were doing it so that she could get her kids back.
Yes, sir.
And all of your information came from Sigfredo Garcia and Katie, correct?
Sigfredo, yes, sir.
Okay. And all of Sigfredo's information, to your knowledge, came from Katie, right?
Also, Rashi's got the wavery voice. I don't know if whether it's too many cigarettes because he likes to sniff his cigarette finger sniffer, or whether he's a little bit nervous about interviewing the Latin King because, you know.
Yes, sir.
Everything you knew about the murder plot came from Sigfredo.
Yes, sir.
According to you, Katie was the mastermind.
Yes, sir.
She was the one, as you've said, running the shots.
Yes, sir.
Anything that Sigfredo or you did in connection with the murder had to be cleared through Katie, correct?
Yes, sir.
And Sigfredo and Katie lied to you about a lot of things about this murder, right?
Not about what?
Well, let's go through it. For starters, during the first trip in early June, Sigfredo told you that you were going to do a robbery, right?
Yes, sir.
Not until on the way up did you find out that you were going to do a murder.
Yes, sir.
Before the July trip, you didn't want to go, right?
Yes, sir.
And to convince you, Sigfredo again told you that you were just going there to scope things out.
Yes, sir.
During the second trip, the day before the murder, you drove by Professor Markel's house. Do you recall that?
Yes, sir.
That's Phil Markel. Is that Phil Markel? No, I think I'm misstating it. Is that Phil? Yes, it is. Next to just over on Rashi's right shoulder as we look at it, his own left shoulder, because I'm pretty sure Ruth is next to him. Am I right? Now I'm feeling like I'm second guessing myself. Tell me, Chad.
And you testified that at some point after you arrived at Markel's house, after noon on the 17th, you saw a woman and 2 kids walking on Trescott
Ah,
by the
fuck
house,
off.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And the woman looked at you as the Prius passed and immediately got on her phone.
Yes, sir.
You testified that you asked Sigfredo what was up with the lady. Do you recall that?
Yes, sir.
And Sigfredo responded that that's her. That's the guy's wife. That's the one that wants the kids back.
Yes, sir.
You asked Sigfredo what the lady was doing there on Trescott with the kids.
Yes, sir.
And Sigfredo responded that she came there to make sure that everything was all right,
Absolutely.
meaning all right with the plan.
Yes, sir.
As you sit here now, you're aware that the woman and the kids on the street was not the same lady, right?
I don't know if that was her or not, but she looked at my car.
It's possible that Sigfredo lied to you, right?
Who knows?
Another lie that Sigfredo and strike that, Your Honor. Your understanding is that the money for the murder would be paid by the lady, right?
Yes, sir.
Again, your understanding came from Sigfredo.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Discord is it's like a filing cabinet, an electronic filing cabinet, and each one of the hashtags are called channels, and in each channel, generally, we try to keep on topic. So there's fun stuff, there's memes channels, there's Adam's got a channel, I've got a channel, Oblivious Benson, Auntie Deb. There are try watching channels, there are We Demand Justice, there's different categories. So basically in each of those, generally it should be that, and we have a counting game and other games, but basically in each of those channels, those hashtag headings is a channel that is a certain topic, a file, if you will, and that's where we can chat or post links or put photos. I've got a Mother Nature file in mine. So Discord seems a little confusing, but it's actually really simple. Just stick to the topic if you can. If you have something you would like to talk about or share, and there isn't a seemingly relevant topic or channel or file in which to post it, let us know. Anyone in pink is a moderator, me, Adam, and Ernie, and we can add you up in a channel. Easy peasy. It's lots of fun.
You didn't go with Katie to get the money, right?
No.
So you don't know where she got it from?
Nope.
And you don't know what happened when she got it?
Nope.
Sigfredo never told you that he and Katie got more than $100,000 the night of the murder, did he?
Nope.
That would make sense why you got an extra $2,000, right?
Maybe.
And Katie never told you that they got more than $100,000 the night of the murder, right?
Nope.
Counting is great.
Sigfredo never told you that he and Katie were getting paid every month after the murder, right?
Never knew nothing about that.
You didn't know that they were getting paid $3,000 a month.
No.
You didn't know that they were getting paid $1,000 in Adelson Institute checks, did you?
Nope.
But you saw that Sigfredo was spending a lot of money, right?
Yes.
You saw that Sigfredo even told you that he had paid for Katie's breast augmentation surgery, right?
Boobs.
For breast surgery?
One boob.
Have you told me about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told you he paid for it, right?
That's what he said.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know if it's a joke or if it's for real, but Charlie claimed that he didn't pay for the boobs at all. And then there is talk that he paid for half, so just one boob. I mean, do you remember June and Umchenda's teeth? Ugh, he did them. Charlie, just such a bad dick.
You didn't know that Katie was getting money from Charlie Adelson every month in an extortion plot, did you?
No.
In May of 2015, you get arrested on a federal RICO case, right?
Yes, sir.
And you were detained.
Yes, sir.
And you wanted to get out of.
Jess, it gives the illusion of being well planned. It's just grown, and it now seems like it's such a well structured thing. It's actually very ad hoc, but thank you.
Prison, right? You wanted to get bail.
Yeah.
You started thinking about the fact that Katie and Sigfredo seem to be spending a lot of money, right?
No.
I'm going to pitch it
So
up a
let's
bit
briefly
faster.
recap all the lies that they told you. Not that you made, but that they told you. They lied to you about the purpose of the trip going to Tallahassee, right?
Yeah.
It's
They lied to you about
called
who the lady was on the
furry,
street.
fuzzy.
Yeah.
They lied to you about the amount
Feathery.
of money they received.
Yeah.
They lied to you about getting money every month.
Mhm.
Isn't it possible that they lied to you about the purpose of the job to begin with?
They don't even got the money. Where they want to get the money from?
Isn't it possible that you thought it was a murder for hire, but it was really an extortion?
Extortion to who?
Charlie Adelson, not from you, but from
Oh,
them.
okay.
Isn't it possible?
I don't know.
By the way, on Friday, you testified that you just wanted to rob the lady, right?
Yes, sir.
But Sigfredo was adamant. We can't rob the lady. We got to do the murder.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that because he wanted to keep on getting money every month?
I don't know.
But you would have just robbed him, right?
Yep.
Would have been a lot easier, right?
Real quick.
Would have been a one-time payment, right?
That's it.
Couldn't have gotten paid over time, though, right?
I don't know.
Well, if you rob someone, it's hard to keep robbing them over and over and over.
Oh,
again, right?
absolutely, of course.
All right, so I want to back up a little bit, and I thank you for your honesty there. You've never met Charlie Adelson, correct?
Nope.
Nope.
You've never seen him before this case.
Nope.
Nope.
You've never spoken to him by phone.
Never.
And you've never communicated with him in any way.
Never.
You've never met Donna or Harvey Adelson.
Nobody.
Nope.
You never spoken to them by phone.
I didn't meet nobody.
I didn't
And
mean
the same goes with
nobody.
Wendi Adelson, correct?
Nobody.
Nobody.
You know Sigfredo your whole life.
Yes, sir.
You're like brothers.
Yes, sir.
You've known Katie since she and Sigfredo started dating when they were teenagers.
Yes, sir.
You consider
Man
them to be
cat
married.
knows Discord.
Sigfredo was deeply in love with Katie, right?
Absolutely.
He would do, as you've said, anything for her, right?
Anything.
He was, as you said, blind over her, right?
Yes, sir.
Katie treated him badly.
Yes.
She messed up his head, as you said, right?
Yes, sir.
Pussy
At
power.
some point, you learned from Sigfredo that Katie was having a
Oh, God.
relationship with someone she worked with,
Shoot
right?
me.
Yes, sir.
Sigfredo told you that Katie was cheating on him with someone called the dentist.
Yes, sir.
According to what Sigfredo told you, Katie was sleeping with the dentist at the same time she was sleeping with Sigfredo, right?
Yes, sir.
So Sigfredo knew that Katie was cheating on him,
Yes, sir.
and he wasn't too happy about it, right?
Nope.
Sigfredo told you that the dentist had money. Let me rephrase. Sigfredo told you that Katie told him the person she was with was rich.
No.
Well, he told you that Katie would flaunt and show off to Sigfredo that the person she was dating with had money, right?
I don't think so.
Sigfredo was devastated when he learned about Katie's new relationship.
Yeah, anybody will, right?
I agree. Sigfredo started drinking too much.
Every day.
He started doing drugs.
Yes, sir.
He was acting crazy and unstable.
Yes, sir.
He couldn't keep a job. In fact, you had to fire him from a job, help get him fired from a job, right?
Yes, sir.
Because he was drinking even while at work,
Yes, sir.
and he was fighting a lot.
Yes, sir.
Katie told Sigfredo that she would only take him back if he did this job for her, right?
Yeah.
Now, before Sigfredo was fired from his job, I want to take you to March 14th of 2014. Okay? I'll refresh your memory about it.
Let's
Okay.
go.
There was a day when you were driving home from work and Sigfredo was driving you, and he took a detour to a restaurant on Miami Beach. Do you remember that?
Yes, sir.
And you and Sigfredo were in Sigfredo's truck, a Dodge Ram.
Yes.
Sigfredo had been drinking,
Every day.
and you were supposed to be headed home, but Sigfredo drove you to the restaurant.
Yes, sir.
You parked near the restaurant, and you could see people sitting at tables eating outside. Do you recall that?
Yes, sir.
And one of those people eating at the restaurant was Katie.
Yes, sir.
She was with 3 other people.
I remember that.
Do you remember they were all white?
I don't remember.
Sigfredo pointed Katie
Fuck off, Rashid. Look at his face. He's sneering and kind of snarling. The disdain that Luis Rivera, Tato, feels for Dan Rashi, I think is on par with our disdain. Ugh. He's just like not here for it, but he has to be here for it.
out to you and said that one of the
So in his proffer, his federal proffer, Luis had to, obviously, as per his deal is null and void if he doesn't tell the complete truth on the stand. He has to be completely truthful, or his deal can be revoked, and he would end up, I dare say, his sentence being changed to being life without parole. So he's there under duress. He's there, to save his liberty eventually and to do the right thing, which is ironic. But the hatred he feels for Rashi is up there.
other people there was the dentist. Do you
Yes,
recall
sir.
that? And while you were sitting in Sigfredo's truck watching Katie and the dentist, Sigfredo told you he was going to run him over when they got up, right?
Yes, sir.
And what did you tell him in response?
I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna get off the truck.
But he was serious.
Yes, sir.
That's what he was like, right? He was angry.
He was a good man. But anybody get angry if your wife is doing another man.
He was angry. He wanted to hurt the dentist, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie
He
looks
did try to
sick.
run him off the road a couple months later in July 1st, 2014. Did he ever tell you about
Fucking
that incident on
Charlie.
the jet ski?
No.
Blinky, blinky, blink. Turd doing
Never
turd
moved
things,
on.
I reckon. Turd shit. what is Rashi's point in general, right? Who even knows? Goodness gracious.
Let me take you a little bit back to the first trip, okay?
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
First
Thanks,
trip to
Paula.
Tallahassee. Sigfredo came to your house and said he had a job in Tallahassee and asked you to go with him, right?
Yeah. Yes.
He told you that if you took a ride with him, that he would give you around $35,000, right?
I don't remember.
He didn't initially tell you what the job was, right?
Nope.
Turds be
He rented the
turded.
car and he picked you up, right?
Yes, sir.
Third shit.
At some point during the trip, he told you that it was not going to be for a robbery, but for a murder, right?
Yes, sir.
He told you that they
Turding
were going to
around.
kill someone because there was a lady who wanted custody of her kids back, right?
Yes, sir.
You didn't know anything about the person that you and Sigfredo were supposed
Yes.
to kill, right?
I didn't know none of these people.
The only thing you saw was a piece of paper that Sigfredo had with a photo and address on it, right?
Yes, sir.
And the photo looked like a headshot, right? Like from chest up,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
something you would get off the internet.
I doubt that, but wherever
It's
you got
a
it from,
rabbit
but
hole.
Your understanding was that Katie gave Sigfredo that piece of paper, right?
Maybe.
You and Sigfredo left for Tallahassee after midnight on June 4th, which was a Wednesday, right?
I don't remember.
Fair enough. I wouldn't remember either.
Oh, 9 years ago.
Well, the next day after you arrived, you got to Professor Markel's house early in the morning and waited for him to come out, right?
Yes, sir.
And you saw him leaving the house with 2 kids, and you followed him to the daycare, right?
Yes.
This is the first drive.
First drive, yeah.
Thanks, Shari. Mwah. Love you.
And then you lost him, right?
Yes, sir.
And Sigfredo wanted to go back to Professor Markel's house, right?
Yes, sir.
And you refused. You didn't want to go back.
I don't remember.
You told Sigfredo you didn't want to kill a man over 2 kids.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not going to do it in front of the kids.
So you headed back to Miami.
Yeah.
And that's when you suggested doing a robbery of the lady rather than killing the guy, right?
Absolutely.
But Sigfredo said it had to be a murder and you didn't want to rob her, right?
Yeah.
And that was odd to you.
Yes, sir.
As you previously have said, you assumed there was, quote, more to it, but you never asked Sigfredo, right?
Never asked him.
When Katie learned that the murder didn't happen on the first trip, she was upset, right?
Probably.
Now let's fast forward to July 16 to 18. And I'm not good with dates either, okay? A month or so after the first
You
trip,
got somebody.
Sigfredo came to you and said that you had to go back to Tallahassee, right?
Yeah.
He told you that he needed you to go back because he needed the money, right?
Yes, sir.
You told Sigfredo that you didn't want to go.
Yes, sir.
Wild.
So he lied to you and told you, we're not going to do a murder. We're just going to do a lookout. We're just going to watch the guy. That's what he told you at first, right?
Yeah.
The first time you went to Tallahassee, Sigfredo rented the car for you, right?
Yes, sir.
But the second time, Sigfredo told you that you had to rent the car under your name.
So, because I started late. Oh, wait, let me see.
Yes, sir.
Did Sigfredo tell you why he wanted you to rent the car under your name?
I never asked him questions.
Now, he actually gave you the cash to rent the car, right?
Yep.
Did he tell you what color car to rent?
No,
Did he tell you what type of car to rent?
I don't remember.
The cash he gave you was in a crumpled bunch, right?
Shit.
Shit. Because I started a bit late. Sorry about that. 15 minutes late. Just time blindness is kicking my ass at the moment. And just life in general. We're not going to quite finish Tato's testimony today, but I'm going to do. What I might do is we might finish this off midweek sometime, and we might watch June's full testimony because that. Remember we watched that at the end of she came after Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Oh my God, I got double copyright strike for that stupid Jeff for the cast one because I played the Thank You Jeff of James Corden and then also the society page. Fucking dog struck me as well. So anyway, we won't ever be playing anything with any music in it ever again, like ever. Can't even play my own shorts because they've got music in them. Yes, it's Friday where you are. I'm on Saturday, I think. I have no idea. We've got a members only live coming up now, like in 8 minutes, with Amy Boston and me, and it's a call-in show. So wait, let me just stop screen. So what was I saying? We're going to rewind. We'll do a bits and pieces of some of the shorter testimony. We'll do Shodrick Nobles also. Thanks, Kat Randall. I didn't even know if anybody's in the chat that isn't a member. Is there? Who we got? Morna, awesome. David Cornish, Janine, MJ Justa, and Corn Pope. Sweet. Thank you so much, Kat. That's really kind of you. We'll do a bits and pieces midweek one night, probably about 9:30 Eastern, probably maybe Monday night, or I'm not sure yet. And we'll do some bits and pieces stuff to finish off on Luis and etc. But next up, we've got The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on same channel, obviously, members only. Call-in show. There'll be a link in chat. There's a link in the description if you want to call in. Oh, just for later. You did calculate it right. Thank you, Baker. So, and then at midnight ET, 5 p.m. my time, 8 a.m. Baker's time. We Baker and Aussie Insider and I will be having a chat. So if you can stay up, if you're on Eastern, if you can stay up, or if you can watch the replay, that's going to be fun. I can't wait, Baker. Thank you so much. All right. On that note, Mia Bito's going somewhere. Everybody's going somewhere. We're going to the members only stream, and let's bloody do it. Let's go out on a banger. Another Turd Ferguson banger. Video by my guy, Adam Drives Helen, and it's a cute little love story to boot. So which one is it? Let me see. Is it this one? No, this one. Boom. Love your faces. Don't forget to hit the like button. Mwah. See you in a minute.
From 8,000 miles away, 13,000 kilometers, never gotten away. Half a world apart, but united in the heart. Both are uniquely complex, bravely seeking what's next.